Hello YouTube, this is Singapore Stacker. In this video, I will talk about why I'm still in this precious metal. Why am I still buying precious metal even though I make a big blunder in the beginning about 1k kilo, which is the dollar for silver is still pretty high back then about a year ago. Because I think I have a friend whose father who is quite successful in the business world, in the corporate world, and he likes to talk to me for some reason, and we have this funny friend's father with a business relationship for about 10 over years. And even though I didn't know what he's talking about, because I was young, I was naive, I don't know anything about economy and things like that, he shared with me about business cycles. I'm sure some of you know about what is the term business cycles is. And he tell me things about every few decades there'll be the whole world population will rush and buy this idea or buy this product that you have no choice to make money, because the whole world wanting to buy this product or this service they are so after. So somehow he know what are the products. He don't not explain in words, but he just had this gut feeling to know what is the next cycle, what is the trend starter to have this product to sell. So it's really quite successful. And I think about 5-6 years ago, when I still not very sure about economy, he told me about there's a new term called currency cycle, which is money or fiat currency that will change averagely about 40 years. And you think about American history, it's really interesting because they change about their currency about 4-5 times. I think about 4 times. I think they changed once because they have too much fiat currency in the civil war, and they have to cancel everything, and everything in overnight become useless when they get independence. In fact, you Google and go and find out about their I think state or declaration of independence, you just see a paragraph or word say that money, gold and silver is only money. For the only reason is because they cannot be printed. So back in the founding fathers, they knew the dangers about central banking and fiat currency. So they do everything in their power back then. You want to write a paragraph in the most important document in US history to say that fiat currency is dangerous. Gold and silver, which is these two, gold and silver is still real money. Fiat currency is just useless over a very long period of time. In fact, people have shown in the past 100 years, US dollar has lost its value, I think about 93 to 95% 100 years back. So it's really crazy. And we changed a few times. And in 1971, President Nixon actually took the gold standard away and make the whole world currency into a fiat currency. Why would they say that the US dollar is so important? It's because during World War One, I think they only spent about 6 months in the war, and they spent so much currency that they had to limit themselves to print lesser money. And that's how I think the Great Depression crash and everything so called. I'm not very sure, but that's what I think. That's my 2 cents. And in 1971, President Nixon had to remove the dollar because they cannot match gold to currency, because they are just simply print too much currency. And the US dollar is just buying confidence from other countries. So why I still buy gold and silver is because it's still very undervalued, and I believe that gold and silver will continue to rise as the dollar keep crashing down. And eventually, because now people still think that gold and silver is still it's useless. It's just like, it's not money. Money is fiat currency, because we use currency to purchase our stuff. But there'll be a point in the day that gold and silver is so overvalued that people rush and buy gold and silver. That's where we rush to sell gold and silver. And where do I get this information from? I actually a strong and firm believer of Mark Mignoni, founder of Gold and Silver. even though it's a bit dangerous to follow one guy exclusively, but I still do my own research and I follow closely to the news as much as I could about the gold and silver market. And it's really depressing because I had a conversation a few months ago with one of my best friend, and I told her about gold and silver, and she made a very comment that I was actually slightly offended by, but it's really interesting. She said that why would you want to buy silver where it's undervalued? I told her that's the reason why you buy silver, because gold is so expensive for some of us like myself that to purchase huge amount of silver, but silver is still undervalued. In my opinion, silver should be costing about 1,400 US dollars, but now it's about maybe about 21, 22 US dollars. That is cheap, dirt cheap. You know how cheap it is? That in Singapore, you can buy a good handphone S4 cover with this the same amount of an ounce of silver. That's how ridiculous the world is right now. That people are willing to buy handphone covers that's no value over a long period of time, than buying silver and have great value in a very long future, for a long period of time. This is ridiculous. So I want to encourage you to think and ponder about it, to buy gold and silver if possible. Just buy 1 ounce of silver a month is about 21 US dollars. I mean, just skip 2 or 3 McDonald's or in a week or in a month, and you can just stack away the silver and start stacking to preserve and hedge your financial freedom. So I will see you soon. In the next video, maybe I'll talk about why and how I save money to currency to buy gold and silver, my strategies, and maybe a few videos later I will talk about how my investment portfolio, because I don't just invest in gold and silver, I still invest in some other stuff. So I see you soon and have a great day. Thumbs up. Bye bye.